Grant and Brad's Ghastly Gab.
Welcome to Grant and Brad's Ghastly Gab. I'm Grant.
I'm Brad.
And I don't fucking have one because it's our 1 year, and that's what I wanted to say instead of anything to do with Night of the Demons. But do you have one?
Well, no. Year of the Champions.
Year of the Champions, the number one 5-star rated podcast all about horror movies and randomly Mike Cropper.
Yeah.
We're a very specific genre.
Oh, Mike Cropper.
So how you been, man?
Hot topic this week could be.
Oh, yeah. I mean, actually, we should have had him on here. But I don't know.
Tell me, Mike, went off on any good 3 a.m. rants lately?
Here we here at Grant and Brad's Ghastly Gab like to keep it just right down the line. Always movie based, well, mostly movie based, Halloween based, horror based, and anything else can just go away.
Yes.
Because I think we discussed it before. All we want to do is just hang out and watch a movie.
That's pretty much all I want to do anyway.
Yeah, and I don't really want to deal with anything else. And sometimes I get too angry, but I let it go. So yeah. So now it's a year, and
this is our 25th.
Yeah.
So this is like a reboot. It could be.
Yeah. We could have had our. Well, no. Do you wait and do the 0 year later? Was that year one? Was that our origin story?
I don't know. It's kind of I don't know. I don't know if I want to think that hard.
I mean, we could do
it. That's where you get into the whole tree falls in the woods thing, and
yeah.
It's like you start to really get frustrated about that one.
Well, I mean,
I've gotten in long talks with Frank about that, really arguing. Like, of course it makes noise. Yeah. He's like, yeah, but how? Because nobody hears it. And I'm like, yeah, but if anybody was there ever, it would make noise.
I'm on your side because the tree is going to make noise.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if somebody can fucking hear it. Right now, there's a plane taking off somewhere, and that's making fucking noise, but I'm not there.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
But I mean, we have made some progression. I feel like last September 11th, there was our first one was posted about Phantasm.
Ooh, that was a tough one.
And I think like the original idea, what was it? Was it just to hang out and bullshit, or was it to watch movies and talk, like kind of give commentary tracks? What? Like, I don't remember what the original idea was, or was it turn on a mic and we'd figure it out?
It was very much so. You were like, "Hey, let's do a podcast." You know, I wanted to do a podcast because we kind of did one with me, you, Frank, and Matt.
Yeah, which people have heard snippets of.
Holiday.
Yeah.
And then I would make up games, but we never released them. It was just for us to go back and listen to, which I've always enjoyed to go back and listen to at the holidays because I'm a holiday special guy. Always have since I was young. I am.
The old HSG.
Yes, I do love a good holiday special, especially Halloween and Christmas. But anyways, that kind of stopped, and then you were like, well, let's do one, and we'll have it kind of connected to the Ghoul Scouts deal. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. Mm-hmm. And I don't really remember anything else.
Yeah.
Like, I think it was mostly just like, let's do it for Halloween based.
Yeah.
And I was like, sure. And then kind of went from there.
Yeah. And I think eventually, like, there will be kind of other things going on. But I think everything going on right now, it's just kind of easier just to watch a movie and talk about it.
Yeah.
Obviously. Because, yeah, I mean, I think that the games that we were playing before were fun. And I think there might even be a time where we don't have time to fucking do this. We can throw an old Grad Dickhorn up there if you wanted to.
Oh, my God. That might be tough to listen to.
An old podcast has nothing to do with horror movies. It's just us talking.
God, yeah, that would be probably, what do you think, 2008?
Yeah, because it was right when I moved into the house. No, I moved into the house in 2009.
No, I moved into my house in 2009.
It was January 2009 is when we moved in to where we're at.
Wow, I moved into my house in September of 2009. I didn't realize it was that close.
Yeah, because Maya was born in 2008, and she was like 6 months when we moved in, because we had to take her to the signing and hope that she stayed quiet.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah, it's been a year. It's been great. Like I said, 5 stars. It's
5 stars across the board.
We haven't had 1 4. It's fucking mind-boggling. But we've only had like 5 ratings. So
yeah, that's
But you know what?
happens.
It's better than no ratings.
But you know what? I'm not one of them.
I am not
I
either.
don't think, and I don't think you are either. So
Nope.
there you go.
Nope. So what's going on? Anything in life or watching movies?
Um, I've had a lot of issues with my pinballs. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to get into it.
Oh yeah, you
So,
have been like fixing that, haven't you?
my pinball machine went out over a year ago, so I finally been like getting a bug
Oh,
out
it's
my
been
ass.
that
Like,
long?
yeah, I want to get this thing fixed. So I had this guy over to fix it, and I think that he tried his best. Like you could tell that he didn't want to leave. Like, but he didn't know what else to do for it.
Yeah, sometimes you have to give
And
up.
yeah, and so he just charged me like the fee it cost for him to come out, which was still expensive. And
Wait, who is this guy? Does he specialize in pinball, or is he just one of those guys that
so
kind of knows everything?
I went to I believe it's like the only pinball people in Columbus. It would be the people that probably fix all the barcade pinball
Okay.
machines.
Okay, so that is a job though. Like that's what I was wondering. If it's
Well,
like a specialized job.
So the guy on that website referred me to this guy, and this guy, I think that he is like a pretty like he was taking stuff apart and like I mean he was doing shit to it that like I couldn't even fathom doing.
Mm-hmm.
He was like soldering it, stuff like that, like soldering parts together, like so. He definitely knew his stuff. He was, you could tell he was probably electrical engineer, or he was electrical,
Yeah.
and so I'm frustrated, and so I'm like, well, this other guy was trying to help me via phone, or I'm sorry, via email, but he also wanted to buy it. So he says, all right, well, I'll give you this old one. It's an EM, which is electromagnetic, or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to look it up to be absolutely sure.
Pinball
But
speak.
it's 60s.
Yeah.
It's 60s. So it's older, and he's like, I will come get yours. I'll bring you mine, and we'll do a straight up trade. So you'll have a working pinball machine, and I'll drive up from Cleveland and do it for you, and blah, blah, blah. So he comes up, and I'm like, fine, because I'm also talking to the other guy who tried to fix it. He does this for a living. He's going to give me a hook machine from 1992, like Peter Pan hook, like Dustin Hoffman.
okay.
Okay, so I'm like, okay, let's do that. So that one's expensive. So he offers me a few $100, and he'll take mine too, because
Wait,
that's
the guy that's going to fix it.
Yeah, well, no, the other guy. And I'm
okay.
like, no, I think maybe I'll just get two pinball machines. Because, you know me, I can be excessive, even though I'm, like, not at all like that. But sometimes I can just be like, fuck it. Like, that seems like I can either get $300 off the hook machine or have two pinball machines for an extra $300.
Oh, yeah, I'm already getting yelled at because I finally have, a decent camera set up. And the first thing I'm doing is looking for another camera that I don't need.
Right.
But it's just like I want another one now.
It was just it presented itself in such a way that I was like, okay.
Mm.
So this guy drives up here from Cleveland. He gets the pinball machine in here. The fucking thing doesn't work, and I believe him that like it did work. Like I just shit went down. He was here for like 3.5 hours trying to fix this fucking thing, and I felt terrible for him. Him and his wife were in here he was a really nice guy.
Well, I mean, he wouldn't have drove from Cleveland if it didn't work.
Yeah.
So I mean,
exactly. So he wanted my other one still. So I ended up getting $500 for a non-working pinball machine that I paid $800 for a few years ago.
Okay.
So I was pretty okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm just waiting for the guy to email me that hopefully Hook's coming Saturday. I'm hoping, but I haven't talked to him in a few days.
It's already got a name, just Hook, just plain.
Yeah, it looks sweet. It's it's an era of I want like between like 86 and like 95.
Okay. What
you know
makes
what I mean?
those different?
It's not about me different. It's about what I played when I was a kid when I went to the pizza shops.
Yeah,
and
you
stuff
want
like
something.
That.
See, I would love to have something that I played like at putt-putt golf and games.
Right. Exactly. Like wouldn't it be cool to have Street Fighter versus X-Men or something like that? Like, yeah. So I'm looking for like a certain sound. I'm certain like the music. You remember the one I had? The music was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Even though it was Monte Carlo, like it wasn't the coolest subject matter, but it was just the music and everything about it was awesome.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm looking for. So I'm hoping by next time we talk, I'll be able to report to you that I have a working pinball machine.
And if not, anybody listening to this can help you out if they know
maybe.
a pinball guy.
if they know a pinball guy, but they're so expensive. They're
Well,
so
yeah.
expensive.
I mean,
I'm
that's
looking
why
to
I
see.
haven't bought one, just because I think about it every once in a while, and like I want this one, and then of course I want one of the like the Elvira ones or the Munsters ones, and those are like $5 grand or something like that, like
They
5 to
can
eight
even
thousand.
be more, yeah.
And
Like
so it's
Twilight 10.
yeah.
Like the guy had a Frankenstein one, the Mary Shelley Frankenstein, which I don't love that movie.
The De Niro one or the
Yeah,
okay
yeah, the one from like 94, 95 or something.
yeah
Or maybe even later than that. But yeah, he had one of those. I guess he sold it for like $3,000. I was like, oh man, I might have ponied up $3,000 for that. Because I'm a Frankenstein guy, but like, it's tough, man. It's just tough. So I'm looking to stay under 1,500. But what I could see happening is if let's say I get the hook. If this guy texts me and is like, I fixed the Monte Carlo, do you want it back? Plus, I'll give you the other one for like this amount of money. I could see me saying yes, and all of a sudden having 3. I could see it happening.
okay.
We'll see.
Well, then,
We'll
yeah,
see.
actually, yeah, we can. If this goes on long enough, we can have a Brad's pinball segment, and you just
Yeah.
you just update us every once in a while what's going on and how many you have.
Yeah, I can't imagine myself having more than 3, but I would like to have more than one. That I've been talking about that for years. That I'd like to get 3 because that spot has the place for 3.
Yeah.
So it's always been the number. I could see it actually happening now because it's like fathomable with the way things are working out, kind of. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
All right. Well, you got any movies for me?
Yeah, I did watch one yesterday. First of all, I watched Bride of Reanimator, and I actually paid attention to it.
Okay, that's one I still have never seen.
Very good.
Okay.
Enjoyed it. It was super fun. I love Reanimator. I hadn't seen Bride of Reanimator in a long time. I loved it.
And who is like the girl is someone like, is it, what's her name? Cranston? Or Crant?
Ooh, yeah, they might be.
It's
Yeah,
the girl from Chopping Mall, I thought.
it might be. Yeah.
Okay. That's going to kill me now, and I'm sure that like I need to know that name. I think
Susan?
it's Barbara Crampton or something.
Oh, Barbara Crampton.
Is that right?
Barbara
Okay.
Crampton.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And then obviously, I watched Scanners.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm being honest, I didn't pay a lot of attention to it.
Okay.
It was just one of those movies. It looked fine. It looked good. I'd like to actually watch it again. I was kind of working out, and then I think I started like messing with stuff for eBay, and I just lost attention. But last night, I found this movie on Amazon Prime, and it was, I'm not a spoofy movie kind of guy. I don't like movies like Spaceballs and
Scary movie
and Hot Shots, Scary Movie.
Oh,
I
Hot
do like
Shots.
the first part, Hot Shots Part 2.
Yeah, let's say I'm with you,
like
but I mean that'll always be in our hearts.
Yeah, so this is definitely a parody movie. It was called Wacko, and it takes place, and there's the whole movie. They're preparing for what's called the pumpkin prom.
Okay.
And it takes place on Halloween, and it has this cop, and he's going for somebody that was murdered 13 years ago. And I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, the dad's a doctor, and like, instead of he's like, I can't find a scalpel before he goes to work. So a woman just hands him like a cleaver, and she's like, "Well, this will work, honey." He's like, "Sure, dear," and leaves. I mean, it's that ridiculous. But for some reason, I just enjoyed it.
Okay.
I think if it wouldn't have been that 80s feel mixed with Halloween, I think I would have hated it.
Like if it was made in 2013.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it just I think it was just the perfect storm of like that period I love. Like, even because there was a part in the kitchen and the cabinets. Like, I tend to like look at the cabinets and then the products, like to see what the products looked like back then and shit like that. Like,
my favorite thing is to point out how, like, or ask how they get most of that stuff in Stranger Things. Like if they're remaking it for the show, or they actually found the real, like, Pepsi cans, the Burger King like wraps or anything like that. Like, I look at all that stuff.
All still. Yeah. But yeah, so it's pretty cool. I enjoyed that. So it's on Amazon Prime. It's called Wacko. It was in '82, and it is a parody movie. But so if you don't like those, who knows? You still might. But it's definitely Halloween-ish.
Okay.
So I enjoyed it.
I say it's speaking of that, it is that time. We've passed the threshold of September 1st.
It's still too hot out though.
It's always too hot. And then there's going to be the day in October where it's like 90 and you're just pissed off about it.
And dude, I don't know about you, but I feel like I looked at the the weather forecast every week, and in 5 days it's going to be like 75 and then 50 at night. And then when those 5 days come, it's still hot.
It's still
and then
hot.
I look at the weather and it's still coming in another 5 days. And then those 5 days come and it's the same thing over and over again. Like the coolness never really comes because it's supposed to come Sunday. They're supposed to storm, and then on Monday the high is like 74.
Oh, did you get that storm the other night though? Because we got hit, like there was lightning like right in front of our house. Like it was fucking amazing. Like I just sat outside and I made a cup of tea and just sat outside and just hung out like by myself.
We did get that, and there was some crazy lightning by us too. If I'm thinking of the right night.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But I do have a question because usually I switch over right now in my musical tastes, and I didn't even realize that this was a thing. Like there's always like a couple Rob Zombie albums that I put on my phone to always have.
Okay.
I did not know or was not aware that there was a Hellbilly Deluxe 2. And it's actually, I really, really enjoy it. Because like some of his albums and some of his songs, but like this
I'm
one,
not the biggest Rob Zombie guy.
Well, I mean, it's just something like on September 1st, if I can put on one of his albums, like it's just going to kind of put me in the mood.
Sure.
But then like the more and more, if you listen to nothing but Rob Zombie, it will fry your brain. I will tell you that.
I like his subject matter. I think I just don't love the style. Like I like White Zombie better than Rob Zombie for one thing.
Yeah.
And then there's something about that Rob Zombie that, like I said, I like looking at the books and the inserts. Yeah, and I like what the songs are called, and but there's something about it that I just like. I don't love listening to it.
Okay, that's fair. In the end, I didn't even think I didn't remember you really being a big Rob White Zombie.
I have
maybe,
stuff,
but yeah.
And even White Zombie, I really like this super sexy swinging sounds.
Yeah.
Like that thing was a remix record. I did not like that. I really just like the two records that they put out.
Okay.
La Sexistero and what's the other one called? I haven't.
The one with.
It would be the one with More Human Than Human.
More Human Than Human.
Astro Creep 2000.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I say those. I mean, wasn't there like one before that was like. In the 80s, even.
Oh, I don't know if there is. I've never been that diehard of a White Zombie fan. Even I'm almost a singles guy. Like with White Zombie.
With him.
Yeah, like I don't go real deep into the catalog.
Okay, but yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. Well, like the songs are fun. Like it has Sick Bubblegum and like Mars Needs Women, and so like that's the thing is like I like the feel and the names of the songs and what he's singing about. But if you download too many albums, all of a sudden it'll all turn into one big song. And then you'll question it too, because there are some songs that he's singing and it's good, and the other ones you don't know what the hell he's saying.
Yeah.
And like I even saw some breakdown. I think it was on Twitter or something that was just like, here's every Rob Zombie song you've ever heard. Movie like a movie scene, him yelling Jesus, Dracula, Frankenstein, go, and then a guitar. And like that's what it is over and over and over again, and it kind of made me laugh.
I'm trying to see how many Rob Zombie albums I have. I think that they would be in this. I'm not seeing them.
I don't have any because I had them stolen by Josh Hoffman.
Oh really? Oh, didn't he like drop them too?
Well, no, it's the weirdest story ever because he came like I got my CDs stolen while I was at work. I was upset. I went home upset, and I came to school the next day, like still kind of in a bad mood. I saw him walk into class.
Oh, he took them from you, and then he got them stolen.
He seemed so sad, and he didn't want to tell me. And then he was like, "Yeah, I took your CDs as a joke, but I left them in my car." But he lived out in the country, so he was like, "I didn't think anything would happen." Someone stole his car, like stripped it, like took the tires off of it, and left it on bricks in the bottoms. And I was just like, I am upset because my shit's gone, but like, I can't be mad at you because of what the hell just happened to you.
Right.
So yeah.
I have Venomous Rat Regeneration Vendor.
See,
I have Educated Horses, and I have Hellbilly Deluxe. That's
okay.
it. And you know what? I'm good there. I'm done.
Educated Horses is pretty good though. Well, it has American Witch, and is that the one with the Devil's Rejects on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's one song I like.
And Foxy,
it might
Foxy's
be the
one of those
Devil's
songs.
Rejects.
Like one of those songs that I'm talking about, where like it's all right, and then
Foxy is exactly what I don't like.
Yeah, and then you listen to it, and then I end up skipping it. Like at first, I'm like, I like this, and then you start, and it's like, I'm good.
Right. Yeah, when it turns this time of year, I tend to like listen to CDs that came out this time of year. Like there's a Seven Dust CD I absolutely love listening to it this time of year, and then there's like some Senses Fail, Avenged Sevenfold, The Used. But then if it's talking about like the dark or like the punky, I listen to a lot of Misfits, Monster Magnet.
I downloaded Aiden. I went with Aiden.
Yes. I love. Yep. Aiden's a big one.
Yeah.
It has that horror vibe. But yeah.
Alice Cooper, I throw on.
Yeah, Alice Cooper for me it's at any time of the year,
Well,
but I could see that.
Well, there's different Alice Cooper, or like there's different Alice Coopers though. Like there's like the weird 60s and 70s where he wasn't the king of Halloween, and then I don't know when in the 80s he was like, that's what I'm gonna do now. Like there's some songs, I was even talking with Abby, that like you can get not confused, but like you would almost could believe that the Beatles, like it sounds like the Beatles. It's weird, like the late 60s 70s stuff. And
that's the Alice I like.
Yeah, and you're just like, how did he become Alice Cooper? At what happened? I mean, not that I'm mad, but
yeah. And don't get me wrong, I like Feed My Frankenstein and stuff like that, but I don't know that I love a lot of other stuff from that other era. But
the Hey Stupid album's pretty good.
Yeah, but that would be more of that 70s.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure. Doesn't that have?
Because I think Hey Stupid, that might be Feed My Frankenstein on that one. And
Let's
then
look.
Poison's not on that. Poison's on a different album. And I'm gonna laugh if that album is actually just called Poison.
Yeah, that is Feed My Frankenstein. What year did it come out? Oh, you're right. It's 1991.
Oh shit! I thought it was 80s. So okay.
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking of on my iPod. I have a couple different records of his, and Hey Stupid's one of them. And I think that I have it because it's Feed My Frankenstein's on it. But I'm probably getting it mixed up with what's the one with all like School's Out and all that. What's that one called?
That might be School's Out.
Yeah, it is called School's Out.
Okay. Oh, it's gonna play it now. Don't want to do that. Copyrights and all. See,
I'm way off on Alice Cooper, dude.
That could be the quote of the episode.
I'm usually pretty good with my music, and now I'm feeling like I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm really thrown off right now. So when did No More Mr. Nice Guy? Where's that?
No More Mr. Nice Guy.
Or where's 18? Where's
18? That's not on Constrictor, is it? No, 18's not. No, 18's way earlier.
Yeah, Constrictor's a terrible. I never liked that record.
Oh, I like Constrictor. Plus, it has the Friday the 13th song.
Yeah, it does. It's just called Theme from Friday the 13th, right?
Well, it's the Man Behind the Mask.
Oh, Behind the Mask. Yeah. I used to have Constrictor, and I hated it.
Yeah. And we always, at least I always fuck this up. Did you meet me for the Alice Cooper show, or did you meet me for the Devo show?
No, it was Alice Cooper.
Oh, okay. So this is amazing that we're having this conversation, and you and I have both been to an Alice Cooper concert together.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Now I'm okay. There's a whole bunch of records that weren't on there. So what's Pretty's for You? Oh man,
He has tons of albums.
Oh my gosh, yes he does. See, I feel like I should stop talking about Alice Cooper. I obviously have no fucking idea what I'm talking about. Like, you put me on just about anything else, and I can give you, like, in order discography.
You can just pull Social Distortion albums from nowhere, too.
Social D is another one that I probably shouldn't talk about because, like I said, my favorite album is, like, people would probably be like, dang, Social D. But,
I mean, they're actually one that you could probably get into right now, too, because at least...
Oh, it's $1 Billion Babies. It's $1 Billion Babies. I now that I'm seeing it.
Yeah, and that makes sense because I did have $1 Billion Babies on there forever.
That's the record I was thinking of. Like when you said "Hey Stupid," that's the record that hit me.
That whole album, the $1 Billion Babies, is the whole album's good.
It has No More Mr. Nice Guy, but not 18. or I'm 18.
Maybe it doesn't
I just
exist.
don't know what I want. All right, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Alice Cooper, sorry.
All right, so I haven't done shit, so we'll get through me real quick. That's all I wanted to say. I haven't done shit because I've been working.
Fair
So
enough.
I'm the slacker once again, like I always am. I haven't watched shit
I don't think you could be called a slacker because you're working.
because I'm working too much.
Yeah.
Well, a slacker for this, I guess. One day I'll get there because it's the time, and hopefully I don't get it ruined. I at least get to hang out a little bit and watch some movies right now. Which, speaking of that, I don't think I'm going to go, but they are playing Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2 at the drive-in this weekend.
Are they really?
Yeah, I really want to go, but
I have a wedding tomorrow,
Yeah,
and
we
if my
can't take
pinball
Maya.
machine gets delivered Saturday, I'm just gonna be playing pinball.
Okay. I mean, I can't be mad. And it's one of those things, too, like, I get really nostalgic, or, like, there's some reason the drive-in, I think I've told you, it just kind of makes me happy, calms me down. But then
I love to go.
Yeah, I get super excited, but then it's like, I mean, we'll just stay home and, like, because we have, like, a drive-in night, too, sometimes, where, like, I'll have, like, a radio, and I'll play it, and we'll play the intermission stuff, and we'll have a concession stand, and we'll do all this shit anyways, so we can still make it work.
I'm definitely wouldn't go to it when it's going to be this warm.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to rain too, so.
Oh. Yeah, I think I'm going to show Maya Christine this weekend.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Oh, that is something I've done. I showed her Batman Begins and Dark Knight Rises, or Dark Knight. Haven't got the Dark Knight Rises yet. Which
Cameron and I, so what's your favorite one? That's a tough question.
Yeah, my favorite one is still like Dark Knight. Like, there's so many good scenes in Dark Knight Rises as well, but Dark Knight, it gives me feelings. Like, that opening scene is just so fucking good. Especially when he turns and he's just like, well, I killed the bus driver. And then the bus fucking, like, he has that planned out so well. And I love the pencil scene. Like, there's so many good scenes.
I just love his mannerisms, the way he walks, the way he, like, he's so, like, it's almost like he has no plan whatsoever, in a way, over his movements. Like, he's just kind of like, I don't know. But I think Batman Begins is my favorite.
See, and I feel like that they squeezed, I don't know, did we talk about this before?
I don't know.
I feel like they squeezed so much into that movie. Like, it's two movies. Like, the first part is him becoming, like, his Jesus years, and then we get to, like, the actual, like, Scarecrow part. Then you find out that Scarecrow is actually being controlled by Ra's al Ghul and all that shit. So it is two movies. And I think basically what they did was Christopher Nolan was like, I want to make Batman movies. And they're like, nobody likes comic book movies. And he went, well, then can I just have some money to make one? And then if I make it really good and people see it, can I make the movie I want? Because I feel like Dark Knight is such a different movie.
Yeah. I don't know. I think for me, like, whenever Batman Begins is on, I end up watching it. And Dark Knight, if it's on, it depends what part it's on.
Well, it's because Dark Knight's goddamn like 4.5 hours long.
It is long. But there's certain parts that you're like, it's a little bit like.
Well, the whole when he goes to China
to Japan,
or Japan,
China, it's a little boring, right?
You're just like, I get why he's doing it, but like, we don't need all of this.
That's exactly the part I'm picking up too.
I can tell you for a fact though that I don't think Maya's into. I think I fucked her up by showing her the Marvel stuff first once again. Like, she just is kind of like, what is this? Like, this guy's so fucking serious, and there's no bright colors, and like everybody's all sad. Yeah, like
I like the Batman movies better than I like the Marvel movies.
Yeah, I mean,
that's just me.
Yeah, I'm always going to be a Batman before, because that's the weird thing. How much I do like the Marvel movies, I like DC Comics more, but that's mostly because of Batman and like Swamp Thing, and so I'm always going to like it more. But Disney and what they did with Marvel, they did such a fucking good job of telling that gigantic story and making every other kind of comic book movie look like crap. Because even the newer X-Men that have the production value aren't anywhere near some of the Disney stuff, I feel.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's my little rant. I guess I did watch movies, so. So since we're around the Halloween time, Brad, you want to get into it?
Yes, let's do it.
Because we started off fucking hot and heavy. I almost didn't say it just because of how much Halloween is in this movie, but then it was like, fuck it. September 1st, let's do it.
But there's not much Halloween in this movie.
Well, it happens on it's Halloween night, right?
It is, and it starts Halloween very heavy, and then once they get to the house, it kind of dies as
Mm-hmm.
far as the Halloween aspect of it.
I mean, I
But
guess you're right, yeah, because the whole story behind it or what's going on doesn't really have anything. Well, I guess they're there.
it does,
Yeah.
well, they say, well, we'll get to that. We'll
Yeah,
get to that.
yeah, we'll get to it. But the movie we watched was Night of the Demons. I don't have the year. Like I said, I'm slacking this year or this time.
I would guess 86.
Yeah, it's a fucking fantastic. I mean, I'll probably review it again at the end, but it's a fucking fantastic '80s movie. That actually, I hadn't seen this movie. I had seen the box cover forever. It's another one that I remember the box cover, and it's another one where I remember going, when I'm old enough to watch it, or my parents will let me get this movie, I'm gonna watch this movie. And I also remember the reason why I thought that is because it had the girl in the front, it had Angela, I think in her demon makeup, and it said like Angela's having Angela's having a party. What is it? Angela's having a party, and like Freddie and Jason are too scared to come, or so it was some bullshit with Freddie and Jason. Because once again, I think they were just trying to. Freddie and Jason were so huge at that time that like if you could tie your movie
They were
to
like
that,
pop
then,
culture, phenomenon.
yeah. So I was just like, it has Freddie, or like it has something to do with Freddie or Jason in my mind. Like I had no idea, but I remember wanting to see it so bad, and it took me like I probably saw it for the first time like 2 or 3 years ago.
Me too.
And I just randomly watched it. I had no idea it was about Halloween, so I probably watched it like in March, not even knowing.
So I actually bought this movie sight unseen.
Oh, you did?
At least I think.
The Shout Factory?
Yes, if I recall.
Okay.
I think that I had heard about it. I had read about it. I knew what it was. Just never had seen it used, so I never bought it. And I rarely bought anything new. And even if I did buy it new, that movie wasn't at Best Buy in 2008 or 2009 or whatever.
Right. When they still sold DVDs.
Yeah, I bought it several years ago. Shout Factory. I'm not sure how many. Probably 3, 4, maybe 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved the first 35, and the last 45.
I say it's not long at all.
Were tougher than the first 35, but I think this is my 4th time watching it now, and this was probably my favorite watch of it.
Okay. So
it seems to be growing on me more and more.
I still think my first time was the best time so far. Not to say, I'm not getting down on it, but it's a memory for me. I remember sitting on the couch and watching it because I had no idea what to expect, and I had no idea, what it was about, and I loved it. So
yeah.
And it starts. Do what?
Yeah, I've been saying this. I feel like, but the opening graphics and music, are freaking awesome.
Yeah, it's great, and like that's the one part that doesn't feel like the '80s. I feel, and I don't know if the transfer is just so good. Like it looks clean and beautiful. Nice, and like it doesn't feel like an older movie when you watch the opening credits. It's like it's animated. There's great music to get you into the movie.
Yeah.
And then we open up on a little drinking and driving back in the '80s. It seems like that happened a lot.
The pumpkin on top of the car is too cool, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know how they got it to stay there.
It's perfect though. It's like that when you've turned that movie on and that's the first thing you see.
Yep.
Your immediate thought is this movie's going to be fucking awesome.
Well, because I even remember being confused on seeing some of the artwork and like, why the fuck does this dude have a pig nose? Why is one girl dressed like Alice in Wonderland or Little Bo Peep? I mean, at the time I didn't know. I was so fucking confused. And then right there with the pumpkin, and then they move the camera down, in front of the car, and you get it right away. It's fucking Halloween. They're dressed up.
Yep.
And you find out the dude with the pig nose, I don't know his real name, named Stooge. Stooge.
Yep. You don't find that out right away. It takes a while to get all the names, but Stooge is fun. And he's a dick to kind of a misogynist.
He's a fucking asshole.
Yeah,
at least to this
the girl he's with.
Which I never got this girl's name. I think that I ended up just calling her Scared Girl. But he's like, hey, Scared Girl.
I might say that later.
Yeah, he's like, hey, fucking, you gotta drive. And like he makes her drive, like he's driving. Sorry, he's drinking and driving.
Yeah.
And then he's like, get over here, you gotta drive. And she's like, what? And then like she kind of ends up driving.
Yeah, he like squeezes past her. He's huge.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, bitch, get over here.
Also, he doesn't even moon this guy. He doesn't take his pants fully down. he just takes his pants down so that his underwear can show, to show
Yeah.
some old
And I
dude
believe
walking
it's
down the
their
street.
Halloween underwear.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I get it, but like, that's all you're going to do? You're just going to show some underwear to people?
Yeah, that's it. He was like, hey, and they're like not nice to the grandpa. They're like, I forget what they said, like, but they were like, hey, fuck you, grandpa. And the grandpa's like really hateful.
Yeah, like he's holding a bag of groceries, isn't he?
Like he might be,
Yeah,
and
he's
the
like,
grandpa's story is just a weird one, and we'll get there.
Yeah, well, it's like, I hope that nobody comes by and scares me on Halloween night. It's like, hey,
Right.
fuck you, old man. And the old man drops. I thought groceries. He might drop something else. And as he comes, as he comes up, there's just this pretty blonde girl, asking to help him. He's like, Mister, do you need help? And he's just like, fuck you, whore.
Yeah, I hate teens.
I hate
you teen kids.
Like, she was doing nothing wrong. She was being nice to him, and he called her a whore.
Yeah,
just because.
He's hateful.
Yeah.
Everybody in this movie kind of mean.
Yeah, no one's
except
really nice.
Angela.
Well, Angela becomes mean.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Whoa.
You mean Jude or what's
Judy?
Her name? Judy, yeah.
Judy. Sorry, I just looked at the name. I don't know why I said Angela. Angela's the most pronounced character in the fucking movie. But no, Judy. I just looked down. But Judy is the next scene, I do believe, and that's why I said that.
Hold on, he doesn't drop his groceries because of the fuck you, old man. He drops his groceries because fucking cool guy fucking runs up and like shakes a fake rat in his face. It's the stupidest fucking thing I've seen.
Who does?
The I forget the name. The guy that's trying to fuck Judy, he has like the jean jacket on. He's like, hey,
Sal.
Yeah, Sal. He runs up.
Sal's my favorite character by far.
Well, at the time when all you see is him with the fake rat, and then when he goes up to like, hey, go get your sister. Yeah, he runs up with this fake rat.
You mean his brother? Yeah. Her brother. I thought you were talking about the old man.
No.
Okay. The brother is weird. All right.
Okay. So you're gonna talk about it.
There we go, baby. My fantasy team. I just scored a little touchdown action there.
Okay.
All right. Angela is throwing a party. I put.
Mm-hmm.
Jay is trying to convince blank girl to go to her party. She says fine. It's at Hull House.
Yeah.
She thinks Angela's a weirdo and doesn't want to go.
Yeah, she's like, Angela's weird, and he's like, but it's Halloween.
He's like, it's Halloween.
Come on, babe.
What other holiday would you want to hang out with Angela?
Yeah.
And she's like, well, you got a fucking point there.
Yeah. I mean, at any time, I guess I'll hang out. He's like, it's at the Hull House. She's like, the fucking Hull House? Like, fine, Jay.
But before this, around this time, her brother's in the closet with a mask on, and then he like comes out and he's like, "Hey, sis," and she's like, her tits are out.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey, sis, you got nice tits."
He says, "No, He says, "Bodacious boobies, sis."
Bodacious boobies. Like, what the fuck?
And like I wrote that down. I thought it was weird. Just like isn't almost the same scene in Funhouse. Of like the older sister has her shirt off and the brother's like in the closet trying to scare her, and then once they pop out,
but he doesn't compliment her, right?
No, but I think in Funhouse, like she has no shirt on, he pops out, she still has no shirt on, and she's like talking to him like that's a normal thing,
right?
And like you can make comparisons to Halloween, but Halloween he just went up and killed her while she was naked. He didn't fucking like hang out and make a comment about her body,
right?
So yeah, I thought that was really fucking weird that it was. And then he makes a comment later when fucking the dude, her boyfriend or whoever comes to pick her up.
I have that.
Okay, we'll get there.
Because I'm like, why does this keep happening? So I put Sale is he. I tried my best. I did the voice thing for some of these.
Okay.
Sale is here with his pet snake. Judy is her name. Gives him a quarter to try to get the information about where his sister is going. He then offers some $1. Tells Sal it's at Hull House. Sal keeps mask.
I mean, that's what happens. Yeah. So
but Sal, you do the voice.
Well, hey, go get your fucking sister for me there, Ace.
Hey, fuck you.
Hey.
Here's a quarter.
Yeah, fucking.
Go fuck yourself.
Go get your sister.
Well, I don't give a fuck.
It's like, I mean, I was just hanging out. I didn't even have to answer this door.
It's like, I'm gonna go tell my mom. He's like, hey, brother, We are cool here. There is nothing to worry about.
Did I mention that I gave you the quarter?
Yeah, I got $1 too. I didn't want to have to do this.
Where's
But
your...
I like Sal. Sal's my favorite character in the whole movie.
Okay.
By far. Like, I think that he steals the show, in my opinion. I know a lot of people are probably going to say that they like Stooge, and I can understand that. For me,
well, I mean, yeah.
I'm a Sal guy. I think that he's just the best. The things that he says, his one-liners, awesome.
I'd rather have Sal than Stooge.
Okay,
I will say that. Yeah. So yeah, the kid gave up all the info. Then we cut to and I think that she was in another movie we've already talked about, and I still don't know how to say her name. Linnea or Linnea Quigley.
Okay.
She's bent over in the convenient. Well, for some reason I wrote confidence store, in the convenience store.
This might be my favorite scene of the entire movie.
Why's that?
I told you I love looking at things like that in the 80s. Like,
yeah.
I love the feel of it. I love how they have the store decked out for Halloween. I always loved the two guys at the front just gawking at her. It was just such an 80s scene that they would get away with that. It reminded me of a Aerosmith video.
Oh yeah.
You remember the crazy video with Silverstone and Lip Tyler? Like, I don't know. I always love this scene.
Well, the fucking store is packed too, by the way.
Yeah.
Everybody in this town is at this convenience store or confidence
There's like
store.
arcade games there and shit. Like, it just looks like a great place.
Yeah, so why she's bent over and she's doing I don't even know if she's dancing. She might just be putting her ass in the air.
She's kind of swaying.
Like she's kind of swaying. So then Angela's going around stealing all the shit for the party.
Yeah, in like a sack, like almost like Jake the Snake would have Damien in the 80s.
And then so like they get away with it, and then I just put why is she act like Quigley? Why is she acting like this? Like they walk out and she's like, I hope you invited some cute boys. Like,
everything. Yeah. Jesus, this girl.
Like, and it's said in such a weird way. Like, I don't even think Angela said anything. It was just like, hey, we're going to have fun, da da da. And it's like, boys. Did you get the boys?
Yeah, I only want to come to your party if there's going to be boys. And then she blows off the cashier that are like the only cool guys at she's going to see tonight.
Yeah. They have jobs. They're locking it
down. And she's like, something about their balls, and she makes fun of them. Then she leaves. Kind of mean.
Oh, yeah. It's, do you have any sour balls?
Yeah.
And they're all like, yeah, we do. She's like, well, how do you get a blowjob? Or something. I don't know.
Well, it must be tough getting a blowjob with sour ball. Or something like that. Here's what I have. Always loved this gas station scene. Decked for Halloween. All the Halloween merchandise. Ooh. Angela's going around filling her sack while the cashiers are distracted. Blonde just wants to look good for the boys.
Boys. So we have merchandise inside of the confidence store. It'll work.
Yeah. And we're wowing the cashiers. Yeah. Fill her sack. Wow the cashiers.
Wow the cashiers. So then they fucking take off. But Johnny, I got his name. Johnny's here to pick up his date. And then the kid's just on his fucking ass the entire time. Like her little brother. Sorry.
Is his name Johnny?
I don't know. I wrote Johnny. I hope that's right. If not, whatever. Guy's there to pick up his date. And the kid needs to lay off of him because he's just... Jay. Maybe, yeah. Okay, so sorry. Jay. The kid's like, are you only here for my... I don't even know what he says. He's just like, because she's got... Basically, he's like, are you here because my sister's got big tits? Is that why you're here?
Yeah. Are you here for the bodacious boobs?
Are you here for the BBs because they're mine?
Yeah, I've seen them already twice.
Yeah, I've seen them twice. How many times have you seen them? Fucking Jay or Johnny, whatever your name is.
Yeah, Jay. Fuck you, Jay.
Yeah. And
give me $1.25, bitch.
Yeah. And the mom's like, hey, you want some fucking candy that looks like shit? And like, and Jay's trying his hardest. He's like, oh no,
man. He's very nice. Yeah. And everybody else in the family's fucking weird.
But then
another hot mom.
Yeah, another hot mom. But then the brother calls his shit out on that too, and he's like, Mom, he doesn't want to eat it because it looks like fucking shit.
Yeah, fuck you, Mom.
Yeah,
you make terrible candy.
You've shit before, right, Mom? Like, you don't think it looks like that?
Who makes candy on Trick or Treat?
I don't know. I don't know. Fuck. I mean, were people actually even trick or treating though?
It didn't seem like it, but
Okay.
I did love the decorations at the house.
Yeah.
Again, it's the kind of scene where it's like it feels like the '80s, it looks like the '80s, and I just love that shit. I eat those kinds of things up.
So now we get through that. I think Judy shows up, and they fucking take off, right? Obviously I didn't write anything about it.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically, Billy starts to like make out with her. I think,
Mm-hmm.
you know. The next thing I have is Pig Nose is mean to girl.
Yeah, I have nothing.
Didn't have Stooge's name again yet.
I have nothing redeeming about Stooge. Why they can't find the whole house.
Yeah, and then I put Max and his Asian girl. I didn't get her name right away.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have it?
No, I don't think I ever got her name.
Okay. Yeah, they don't do great with. There's almost like one too many characters, or two too many maybe.
Yeah. You need a couple people to kill though.
But so Judy and Jay go to pick up Max and his girlfriend,
Mm-hmm.
and they are wearing costumes, which Judy's happy about because Jay's like too cool. He's that guy.
It's like, Jay, what's your costume? She's like, are you fucking kidding me?
He's like, I'm the rational consumer. Some people will get that, but some people won't.
So then, what? Oh, so they, fuck. So I think around this time, Stooge's car gets all fucked up, and they're on the side of the road.
Yes, Stooge continues to be mean. Their car broke down. Judy and them drive up, and they offer them a hand.
Oh, I love this scene.
Me too, actually.
Yeah.
It's very clever, and I've never seen it before until this movie. I'm sure it's an 80s thing, kind of like Smooth Move X-Lax.
Yeah.
But, so they say, oh, yeah, that'd be great. All of a sudden, Stooge is kind of nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, we'd love a hand. And so then they start clapping.
They start clapping, and then they like crotch chop and just drive the fuck off. Just like, fuck you then.
Like, fuck you, Stooge. Fuck.
Yeah. Get a better car. So yeah, they leave Stooge in the dust.
They do.
And then they get to Hull House, and this is when we finally find out, because I didn't hear anything before, but we find out it's a funeral parlor, and this is when I'm first finding out about it.
Yes.
And they talk about how the owner or whatever, the person that ran it, used to fuck all the dead bodies in there. And I made a note of this just because I found it funny. Because they're like, do you know he used to get all fucking weird with the dead bodies? They're like, well, if your wife looked like that too, you would as well. And so, like,
Right.
So you're saying it's okay to fuck a dead body if you just have an unattractive wife?
If your wife's ugly, yeah. I don't know. And the one guy, I think, what did I say his name was? Max?
Yeah.
He's just the worst. He almost takes me out of the movie to an extent. His acting is so fucking dismal.
Is this the white guy?
It's the guy giving that anytime they give a history of Hull House.
Oh yeah,
he's the one that's giving the dissertation.
Okay,
and it's just god awful.
Mm-hmm.
I put place was once a funeral parlor. Then giving the history of Hull House is so forced.
Yeah,
they made it pretty gruesome, and didn't they? They sure did. Oh, that's what they must have said. They made it pretty gruesome, and didn't they? They sure did. One of them slaughtered everybody in the family and committed suicide, but they're not sure which one. Like, he was almost like, it was just weird the way he was saying it. Like, he wasn't talking like how a teen would be talking to other teens. Like, it was almost like Wayne and Garth were on, and he was like, they sure did, Wayne. You know what I mean? Like, it was really bad. And that continued throughout the movie. Like, I really hate him. And I almost feel like everybody, that the makeup artist must have too, because at the end where there's a lot of people that are sickly, he got the worst makeup of all of them. Like, he barely has any on.
Okay.
Like, and I think that they just hated him so much. Like, and they just didn't want him to look cool at all.
Just get him out of here.
I think they just want him to get the fuck out. That's how I felt about it.
Well, he makes Judy put the fucking stethoscope on the ground.
Yeah,
So,
and
it's like, listen.
Hey, look at the blood stains.
Listen, Can you hear that? Hello?
She's like, yeah. Where's that stethoscope, Max? You sick fuck.
Yeah, he's like, it's water.
Yeah, she's like, it's water. He's like, that's right. It sure is, Judy. I hate him.
I guess I didn't pick up on this much.
Max is my least favorite character in horror movie history, maybe.
Okay. Damn.
I hated him.
That's that's a hot take. That you heard it here first.
Like I literally like every time that he talked, I cringed.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just hated him. I'm sure there's somebody else I hate more, but I might just hate them. Like I hated the actor playing him.
Okay. No, I get it. I didn't hate his girlfriend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she was fine.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously she wasn't very important. She wouldn't even have her name.
No, just girlfriend. Max GF.
Yeah, Max GF.
But he does give you one important note here, that spirits cannot cross over running water.
The running water that's below.
Oh, sorry, yeah, below
the exterior of the fence, right? It's built. The fence is built along it, or it's the actual. Okay,
yeah, because that's why the Native Americans wouldn't come over here or some shit. Like it's that. Like they know the exact area of where they shouldn't go because the demons show up.
Right.
So they start walking around. Oh, so yeah,
they get in. They get into Hall House. They're the first ones there. So it's the two couples.
Yeah.
The most normal of the people, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
And right away they're like, "Oh, here comes somebody. Let's get in the casket." Boom! Wouldn't you know, somebody's already in there.
Oh,
because somebody just happened to be a little smarter.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, anybody need $1.25? Yo."
Hey, can I borrow $1.25? I gave $35 to your brother.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, nice boobies, am I right?
Hey, you mad because I made you drop your beers?
And then I love the fact that fucking Judy calls Max out, or Judy calls Jay out.
Yeah, he's like, you were going to do it.
Yeah, he's like, hey,
dick.
motherfucker, I'm going to pound you for fucking sneaking up on me. And she was like, bitch, like, you were just about to do it. Like, don't get mad at him for it, you fucking asshole.
It sounds literally like, are you mad because I made you drop your cause? He just says the best thing. He might be my favorite character in horror movie history.
So yeah, that all happens, and then Stooge and the gang finally shows up.
But Stooge is so he's such a dick,
Yeah.
but he's not. He doesn't even say anything about the fact that they didn't help him.
Oh yeah,
like, it's a non-issue.
Yeah.
He doesn't even say anything. He's just like, "Hey, everybody, how's it hanging?"
It's like, let's get.
I would have been like, "Thanks, you fucking assholes."
Yeah, I feel like that it should be approached. Yeah, if you left me on the side, it's like, yeah, I get the joke, but it would have to be addressed. I'd have to be like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah. Yeah, but it's just I guess he's just ready to party.
No, he's just like, let's fucking party. If I ain't got no music, I ain't got no fucking party, man. So then, yeah, and I think Angela and like fucking Quigley are already there, like setting shit up.
Okay, I am so with you here. And now they're partying, and suddenly Angela is there. Yeah. Odd way to introduce Angela, who is basically the protagonist in some ways. Mm. I don't know who the protagonist is. I understand that you could definitely argue that it's Judy, but Angela, it's her party. She's the host. Like, and all of a sudden, she's just there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, what the fuck kind of introduction was that?
I have no idea, because yeah, you would think that, yeah, if she's throwing a party, I would expect some grand gesture of like her coming out or like scaring you or doing something.
I would expect a huge introduction of like the lights flashing and her to come out.
Yeah, she's fucking putting out cheese. That's what she's doing.
Yeah, exactly.
And fucking Quigley's back at it.
She is.
Yeah, she's just, boys, I can't count how many boys there are, and these boys keep showing up with girls.
She's showing off her goods to Max, and Max is sitting there acting just...
Yeah, that is the weird thing.
Endlessly again. He's the worst.
Every boy is fucking looking at her, and none of the girls... And like the Max's girlfriend even is so nonchalant about it. Like he's staring at her ass, and she comes over with a beer, and she's like, "Will this get your attention?" And it's like, he's fucking blatantly staring at her. Like, that's all you're going to say?
Yeah, and I wish that Sal had more interaction with her, with the blonde.
Yeah.
Because I wish she would have flirted more with him. I wish she would have been, like, let me get you a beer. Like, it would have been epic if that would have happened, but it didn't. Not enough.
But Angela doesn't seem to like Judy or like the fact that she's there. I don't know if this is a popular girl, weird girl thing or what's going on.
Possibly, yes.
And then Quigley decides to fucking back up and put her ass against the fire. I don't know why.
Yeah. They're just dancing around to rock music, drinking in the scene.
But
that's all that this scene really is.
Yeah, they find a strobe light,
a little
though.
bit of flirting.
Yeah.
They do find a strobe light.
Stooge is like, turn that shit up!
Yeah, he's, hey! Oh! It's a strobe! He's the best, I'm telling you.
So then the music ends. I think the batteries die at this point, because I think that's when he does say the thing of like, if there ain't no music, there ain't no fucking party when Stooge is in the house.
Well, I think somebody says something to him. We'll just pretend it's Sal. He's like, yo, you didn't put any batteries in the fucking radio?
I just want to fucking party, man.
And Stooge is like, I just put them in this morning.
Does it count if you fucking listen to the radio all fucking day, though? It's like, man.
Remember, those used to take like 8 of the big fuckers?
Of the big fucking D batteries?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're all like, I mean, we're inside of a goddamn haunted fucking funeral parlor on Halloween. Why don't we have a seance? Because there's a mirror right over here.
Angela says it's time for party games. So she wants to do a past life science.
Yeah.
That's what I have here.
Hey, we'll take it.
I put Stooge and Roger go to check something out. They found a huge mirror. Who's Stooge? Oh, Stooge.
Yeah.
Stooge and Roger, which Roger is a very like slight introduction as well, but a big part of the movie.
Yeah, the pirate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So they So they hear a noise and they go investigate, and you won't believe what Stooge found. It's a fucking mirror. You look in it and you see yourself, motherfucker. Yeah. That's a fucking party. If I could party with my fucking self.
I seen this guy before. Let me tell you, he does not disappoint.
And for some reason, Roger, or Raj, I guess as they're calling him right now, he ain't fucking having it. He's like, fuck all you white people and fuck your mirror. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Y'all fucking crazy.
He is freaked. He's not participating. When he went into the room with Stooge to get them and they found the mirror, Stooge came back with the mirror happy. Roger came back looking like he saw a ghost.
Mm-hmm.
I think do they even say, "Yo, Raj"? I think he says, "Yo, Raj, you look like you'd seen a ghost. You turned white." Or something like that, and everybody just kind of looks at Sal like, "Did you really just fucking say that?" And Sal just kind of looks around like, "Hey, tough room."
He's fucking pulling his collar out. Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh. Does he say that, or am I thinking of something else?
No, I think he does.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. And then they sit down in front of the mirror and they start having the seance and they get really into it and you feel like something's about to happen. And then I think Scared Girl like freaks the fuck out while they're having a seance, and why everybody's like kind of turned towards her. This fucking like dragon demon thing shows up.
Yeah.
In the mirror, but she's over there like crying like a bitch because she looked in a mirror, and nobody can pay attention to the mirror right now.
Right.
Yeah.
So it started. Yeah, I put the started to work. Now there's demon and dead body in the mirror, and the mirror breaks.
Mm-hmm. Which do what?
I have Stooge's girl is freaked, so he's mean to her again.
Uh-huh.
There's sounds from the basement. Then it shows this demon's thing's point of view, and it's almost like a what else has this?
It's the Evil Dead shot.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. That's exactly what I was thinking of. It's the Evil Dead shot of it going through the basement, which this place is fucking huge, and it's running through the basement to the party. It smells. Demon goes in. The blonde slutty girl, maybe because her mouth is open and she starts acting different.
Yeah, she starts
immediately.
Yeah, she gets this like look on her face, like somebody else is in there now.
And she almost becomes more like matter of fact.
Yeah,
more confident.
It's very much no Dana, only Zool situation here. She's just kind of studying everybody now.
Yeah.
And then like everything's starting to smell. It's just like it smells like shit. Like, and then Stooge is just like, well, like out of nowhere, Stooge is just like, well, it's probably Raj. He just fucking farted. Like that's his answer.
Yeah. Roger's just sitting there shaking in his boots, like, really, Stooge? Like, I'm I'm scared out of my mind here, and you're gonna say that to me right now? I don't even know what to say.
It's like, fucking party, right?
No.
No.
Sal's like, I bet it was Raja.
Huh?
Eh?
Huh?
Hey, Stooge, good joke.
Thanks. Fucking thanks.
Yeah, it's like the weirdest combination of people. Like they go to like pat each other on the back. It's all awkward shit.
So yeah, Raj is still very much just fuck you guys. Like I want to get the fuck out of here. But now everybody.
Yeah, he's like my dad was a preacher. I don't
Right.
like this, and I want to leave before it's too late. Fuck y'all, I'm out.
Yeah, but then they start smelling roses. Which
I don't have that.
Is
yet.
that right? That might be wrong. And also, I might have spelled it wrong. I don't know.
Okay.
But obviously, it means nothing because the next thing I have is that it shows Slutty Girl holding the glass again. And like they keep cutting back to her. Like you can tell that something's happened to her. And she's holding the glass and she's kind of eyeing everybody up. And then Raj is still like, fuck you guys. And then so she gives up and Slut Girl's just like, fine. She throws fucking Angie's keys at him. She's like, get the fuck out of here, you pirate. He's like, okay. And he fucking takes off with Scared Girl.
Yeah, with this girl that Stooge is mean to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now like Jay wants to explore though. He's like, let's see what's going on with the whole house. But really,
So
I think he just wants to fuck Judy.
Yes. The one thing I have before this is Angela is sure to say that this house is possessed. Not haunted, but possessed.
Okay. I guess that's different, right?
Yeah, apparently she made it seem like it was wildly different. I'd say either way, not good.
Yeah, something's going on that you can't see. Ghosts, you can't see ghosts.
Nope.
Well, I guess maybe you can see a demon. Maybe that's the difference.
They do.
Yeah. Oh, they do. Quigley fucking is just like, are there any fucking... Well, she's not weird anymore. She's like, are there any boys around here that would like to accompany me around the whole house? And Stooge is like, hey, I like pussy. Party, right? And she's like, yeah. And then I think Sal tries to get up on it too. And she's like, he's like, look at him. He's fucking swine, eh? And she's like, maybe I'm in the mood for pork tonight. And I think he gives her a little...
He does. He kind of, he kind of has a little game.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck it. I know what I am.
He's like,
and I'm gonna roll with it. I'm gonna run with the punches, and I'm gonna call a spade, and it might just work out for me.
Yeah, she picked me. Sorry, Sal.
Sal, and he could tell he's a little hurt by this.
He is. He's just like, I mean, look at me and look at him. What's wrong with me?
So Suzanne wants to take Stooge to the bathroom. Suzanne is her name.
Oh, okay.
Sal advances. Suzanne goes up to Angela, kisses her for a long time. Weird scene, right?
Yeah.
Unnecessary, but
kinda.
Well, it's necessary because that's when you think the demon actually goes into.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Angela, but it stays with Suzanne too. So I guess just a piece of it.
Yeah, it's starting to spread.
Yeah,
it's
starting to spread.
So Stooge finds the bathroom, and then fucking Suzanne jumps right in and then shuts him out. And he's like, "Hey, bitch, I was supposed to come in there with you."
Yeah, he's confused. This is the classic horror movie where they all split off.
Yep.
Again, Max continues to know everything about Hall House and continues to give a boring history that's just god awful.
Well, their genitals are getting them in trouble. That's what's happening. It's their hormones.
Yeah, and he says a young brave got lost and resorted to cannibalism to survive, and so on and so forth. And you're just like,
blah,
what?
Blah, blah, blah,
yeah, he says it so badly. It's just like, Jesus Christ. And then Roger, it finally shows Roger again. He can't find the gate. There's no gate.
Nope.
What happened to the gate?
He's like, I remember there being a gate, and this gate looks awfully like a fucking solid brick wall, and I'm having trouble with this information.
Yeah, it's not good. They've been around the whole perimeter 2 times. They can't find out that they got in.
Yeah.
Helen suddenly disappoints Roger, and he hears her calling out in a ghostly voice. She probably suddenly disappears.
Yeah, probably.
Sound disappointed. She didn't disappoint Roger.
Well,
he was probably disappointed that she disappeared.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, I had somebody with me.
Yeah, now I have nobody.
Now I'm one lonely pirate.
Yeah, and
man, I'm a lonely pirate. So then Judy, oh yeah, so they're talking, and then Jay's like, he kind of gives Max the eye, and he's like, "Get the fuck out of here!" Like, we've all had some drinks, and you know what time it is. And Max is like, "Oh, we gotta go," and like he fucking gives up. Like it's really fucking weird the way it happens. And then
everything is awkward with him.
Yeah,
he's like, "What? You don't want to hear any more of the history of the Hall House in a weird voice? Like I'm fucking giving a tour."
No, I kind of want to see how far I can get with Judy, which is not
you
far.
Sure? Because I'm really good at this.
Yeah, and he's like, "Hey, Judes, come over here," and she's like, "What's up?" He's like,
"Hey, Jude,"
yeah. and he's like, "Well, we're gonna do this," and she's like, "But I don't want to. It's too creepy. Like, I don't want to fuck like next to a casket. It's."
Yeah, he's like, "But it's gonna be awesome."
He's like, "Fucking, I thought you were down with this. Like, why else talk to you?" She's like, "Yeah, but come on." But Judy's getting down anyways. And then, for some reason, she stops again, and he's like, "You fuck Sal, so why can't you?" And just fucking completely cuts himself off because that's a stupid fucking thing to say.
He is. He just totally. Hold on. So I feel like we do have to say Helen suddenly disappears. Roger hears her calling out his name in a ghostly voice. Then it's demonic, and Roger gets in the car. He's like, Roger. He's like, Roger.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, I'm fucking getting in the car.
Yeah.
Because this is not right. These white people are fucking with the wrong thing.
You know what white people do? They fucking hang out in haunted funeral parlors.
Yeah.
That's something they do.
We've gone around looking for some shit. Like,
yeah.
Why would, you know.
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
Roger has a point here.
Yeah.
If he said any of this, I don't know why we're making
yeah, no, he didn't say anything about white people at all. But so then Judy's like, "Get the fuck off me." And then Jay's like, "Fine, if you want to keep your legs shut, I'm fucking out of here. Find your own fucking ride home."
Yeah, all you want to do is fuck Sal anyways.
Yeah.
And she's like, how did this even come up? Like, she's baffled.
Yeah, and he's just like, he's right over there. And then in the background, you can kind of hear, "Oh, oh, oh." She's like, I mean, guess he is.
I have. Here's what I have. Mean Shine, Jay is talking to Angela about how she used to date Sal.
Wait. Did you mean to put meantime?
Yeah.
You put
meanwhile, maybe?
Okay.
I'm not sure. Yeah, Mean Shine, Jay is talking to Angela about how she used to date Sal and like that sexton. He gets mad, she won't kid and tell and leaves.
Yeah.
She gets mad, she won't kid and tell and leaves. Kiss and tell. Kiss and tell.
Yeah. So I mean, now she's all alone because somehow he like fucking locks her in that room.
Yeah, it's just these people.
Yeah.
And then it goes to Suzanne. She's changing in the bathroom, looking all weird.
Yeah.
And Stooge is still trying to get in. He's just like, I don't understand. Like, I thought I was in. I did the pig noise.
Yeah.
Like, it was cute. Like, and I'm not a cute person.
She fucking asked me. She asked party guy. She asked fucking party guy. Now she's not letting me in.
She wants, a ream in here.
Yeah.
She wants to have, a little heavy fun.
Yeah.
And it didn't work. You know what? I kind of felt bad for him a little bit, but he's kind of a dick too.
Yeah, I mean, it works both ways because, I think every guy that when you're asked by a girl and, like, you're being led somewhere, I think that you pretty much know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And then just to be like, slam. And she's in there for a long time because she's doing some fucked up shit. He doesn't know what she's doing, but she's starting to get fucking weird in that bathroom. And I don't think he wants any piece of what's going on in that bathroom.
No. So next it goes to Sal and Angela.
Uh-huh.
And this is my favorite line in the entire movie. And all he says is, "Hey, Ange, what the fuck you doing over here?"
Isn't she doing the weird
over
dance?
there. She's like dancing to it.
Yeah.
He's just standing alone, and all of a sudden he just thinks to say, "Hey, Ange, what the fuck are you doing over there?" He's the best line. How is she supposed to answer that?
Well, yeah, I mean, because she doesn't answer, right?
If she was seriously just dancing, he would have dictated that. But I love Sal.
So yeah, she's doing the fucking weird dance, and then she gets like crazy hair, all of a sudden, right?
Yeah. Shit just gets weirder.
Yeah, because then Stooge comes out of nowhere, And Stooge starts fucking dancing with Angela. He's just like, well, fucking, she's gone. Fucking pink dress is gone. This fucking crazy bitch, I might as well go for her. Because I think he said something too, and he's like, it ain't the crazy ones you gotta fucking worry about.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
Yeah. So he goes and fucking dances with Angela. I think Sal kind of wanders off because what the fuck happens next? I feel like Sal would be a little bit scared.
Right. So here's what I have. She kind of dances around the room and White Knight. Sal's just sitting there like, what the fuck? She reminds me of Fairuza Balk in The Craft and Regine in Arcade Fire. Strobe starts going. Sal is my favorite character. He leaves. Stooge starts dancing with Angela, tells Stooge to kiss her, bites off his tongue, and her eyes are weird now.
Yeah. Everybody starts getting yellow eye syndrome, and she rips that fucking nose right off.
Yeah, it's not good. Is it her nose? Is it the nose? I have tongue.
Oh, maybe it's tongue. I thought it was nose, like to go with the pig nose. Okay. Maybe I was just assuming.
Could be. I could have seen it wrong.
Yeah, and he's like, well, this is the fucking opposite of a party. And, like, fucking just starts, like, holding his nose. So now Suzanne is back in the bathroom. She has drawn all over her face.
Yeah.
Makeup.
Which I love.
Yeah, with makeup or
the
lipstick or whatever it is. So she has shit all over her face. And then my next note is Sal is done with all this shit. Does it cut back to Sal?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, fuck this, I'm going home. So here's what I have. Sal finds Suzanne. She has Makuso all over her face. She says she can't get it right. Sal says he's going home.
Okay.
Suzanne says he is home. He says, no, he lives in a nice house with plastic slipcovers on the furniture.
Yep.
And he says, enjoy your lipstick that's all over your face. What's he really saying?
I don't know. I don't have that, but it's fucking hilarious, and we're going to go with it. He actually says that. Hey, bitch, enjoy that fucking lipstick all over your face.
She has it all over her face.
Oh, yeah, she does. But we finally, halfway into the movie, I feel we are, we get the tit shot. She finally takes off her shirt, because I feel like she takes off her shirt in every movie.
Probably.
And she starts drawing on him. And then fucking like a really good fucking special effect here, though. She starts drawing on her tits with the lipstick and then slowly pushes the lipstick into her nipple.
Yes.
And it disappears.
And it's haunting.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
It's cringeworthy for some reason for me.
So lipstick is gone. And then fucking Jay walks in or finds her. And for some reason, he's like, this seems like something I should do. Like, one girl's not trying to fuck with me, but, this crazy bitch with lipstick all over her face, this is what I feel like doing with my dick tonight.
Right.
I didn't get that that mentality because...
It didn't make any sense.
Well, I think this is also in the middle of fucking Jay's, like, heel turn. Like, he was the good guy in the beginning, and now you can tell he just wants to get laid.
Yeah, that's all he wants. And I put in between this, I put Sal is still trying to leave, but he is not getting far.
Oh yeah, he does keep getting lost.
Somehow Roger falls asleep in the car, and then the blonde plops dead on the car. Roger runs away screaming.
Oh, that happens there?
That happens first.
Oh, because I have that note because like my next note is now Angela hands on fire. Shit's crazy. And then pirate is sleeping in car. Scared girl poofs on the top of the car without a face.
Oh, see, I have those two things, and then I put Jay finds lipstick face, and she starts fucking him.
Oh, okay.
Suzanne, all of a sudden, she's a demon and doesn't want him to look at her, so she squeezes his eyeball so he can't see. Am I getting ahead of?
No, because that's the next thing. I have straight up vagina shot because she pulls up her dress and you see the goods, and then she just sits down and starts fucking him, and then she turns into a demon and fucking pushes that shit right. His eyes explode with blood. Yeah,
he's like, I don't want you to see me, and it's a great scene as far as the blood and guts and everything, and the makeup in this movie is awesome.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
I really enjoy it. It's very, very, very well done.
Oh yeah.
Max is fucking his girlfriend in the casket.
Oh yeah, which we like when you see that girl naked. Where the hell did she come from? Like she was covered up in the scrubs or something because. I don't know.
She's pretty good looking.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Stooge is a demon.
Yes. I'm guessing this can be transferred anyway. Kiss, getting your fucking nose / tongue bitten off.
Yep.
As long as you have some interaction, I guess, with the spirit, you can turn into a demon as well.
Yeah. So he's demonified, and he just snaps her neck, which is fine because we didn't even know who she was.
No, she doesn't need something crazy. I wouldn't have mind a little head pull off maybe.
Yeah.
But a neck snap's fine.
So then Max is sitting there because he's on the bottom in the casket, and he's like, "What the fuck, Stooge?" And Stooge,
he's like, "I'm kind of in the middle of something." Casket.
She starts Undertakering him,
yeah,
and basically kills him too. It's like, oh, thank God.
Well, he fucking slams. Like, I cringed a bit because I just felt it when he slams his arm into the casket.
Yeah. Which comes back.
Oh yeah, it does. It does come back later. Which I never even put that together, that there was just an arm on the floor and it was his. I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I put Roger still looks scared. Angela finds him and is a demon.
Yeah.
He runs into Sal. So now Sal and Roger have formed a unit.
Yeah.
And I think are the only two left. Oh, no, and Angela.
Well, Judy.
Not Angela, I'm sorry, Judy.
Yeah, we just forget about her because she's fucking locked.
I just keep wanting to call it Judy Angela.
Yeah.
Or Angela Judy. Wait a minute.
How does Judy get out? Does Roger let Judy out?
Sal and Roger hear Judy and get her out.
That's what it is.
But here comes Demon Angela.
Oh, yeah. Angela's floating the shit out of it towards Judy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just how about an orgy? Because I think Judy sees No Eyes Jay over there.
Yeah, yep. They run into the slutty one in Jay, but Jay's dead cause of the eye deal.
Oh, no, Angela didn't say that. It's Suzanne says, how about an orgy?
Suzanne says it, yeah.
Okay.
And but she even says something else, like a one-liner about, like, wouldn't you like to see? Or she says something like about the fact his eyes are gone.
Oh, I don't remember.
Like, me neither. Okay, moving on.
So yeah, Judy starts to run away, but then fucking Angela, I'm guessing it's Angela. She seems to be the head person now. Fucking has the ability to shut every fucking door. Like, you ain't going nowhere.
Yep, and just an arm grabs Judy, and it's Max's arm.
There's the arm.
Then he's there, but he's the worst actor ever, I put, and seems to be more of a zombie, I guess. Like everybody else seems to be a demon, like a demon, and then he's just like a zombie. He's like, well, I'm just going to be a zombie.
What'd you say?
That's what I want to do.
Demonified? Demonified.
Sounds right?
Yeah, no, that's right.
Yeah.
I don't think I can actually say it, so. But yeah, so at this point, Sal, like, I think it cuts to Sal by himself, and he's like laying down, and he's just like, what the fuck? What did I do tonight? I paid $1.25, and now I got to deal with this bullshit, and I can't fucking find my way out. There's no exit.
This house is really confusing.
Yeah. I like your voice for him better. It gives him like a boyish charm. So yeah, he has no idea where he's at. But somehow Roger, the one guy that's trying to get away this whole fucking time, is back. And I
have trouble with this next scene big time.
Well, I have Roger back again, but Stooge fucks that up, and now she runs into Quigley. And now back to Roger, but Angela is on the roof. Oh, okay. So
the roof scene is ridiculous.
So is this when Roger just... Yeah, so how does Roger get outside?
How does anybody get outside?
You're right.
What the fuck just happened?
Because they haven't jumped through the window yet, right?
No. So suddenly Roger's outside and trying to get Judy's attention because Judy's up on the roof.
With Angela coming toward her at that point?
Then Stooge is there. Stooge is the first one there if you actually pay attention.
Okay.
And then everyone is all over the place at this point. But now Judy's on the roof, and why not? Then there's Stooge. But wait, so Roger sees her, but suddenly Angela's up there too. But then all of a sudden Sal's like, hey, Judy, I'm here too. And it's like a party up on the roof. Yeah. Everybody's up on the roof. But the thing is, the first person Judy saw was Stooge, and Stooge is the last person you see up on the roof. It's like, first thing is Judy's out there, and then Roger's like, hey, Judy, I'm down here. And then all of a sudden Angela's there. Then all of a sudden Sal is there. And then a whole bunch of shit happens. And then finally Stooge is there. And it's like, Stooge, what the fuck you been doing for the past 3.5 minutes?
Oh yeah, is this when Sal? Does Sal get killed here?
Unfortunately,
Okay.
I'm not. I let out a gasp at this point.
I say, did you want to be the one to break that?
No, it's okay.
Okay. Because Angela just like throws his ass off, right?
Well, they kind of do like a double thing where he kind of takes her down with him, but she apparently is okay because she's diminified.
Diminified.
Yeah. So let's see what I have here. Judy is hanging off. Sal and Angela go off the roof together while wrestling, almost like they're in a bear hug.
Yeah.
And they kind of go off, and then it shows Sal dead. He was impaled by something.
Yeah. Like rusty metal.
Yeah. But finally Stooge is there. Judy falls onto Roger. Then someone else is down with them. I guess Angela. Mm-hmm. Because Angela went down. I guess it was very confused. Like everybody was just all of a sudden like, oh, well, everybody. Why wouldn't everybody be up on the roof?
Yeah. But Angela's fine because she's diminified.
Diminified.
Yeah. Okay, so...
And then Sal already has a tombstone. It comes up and it's like, died tonight.
Died tonight.
And I was like, little cheesy.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I have that. Already has a gravestone. And then they go into another fucking full-on chase again. Like, this movie's a lot of running.
It is. And this is where, like I said, the first 35, 40 minutes are really good. Mm-hmm. Some of this gets a little old for me.
Yeah, I mean, well,
the running around, it's like, I don't know. Once they start doing the running around, it's a little bit too much of that.
Well, they end up in this fucking like room that they can like lock, and I think they think they're safe. Mm-hmm. And the fucking demons start to figure out how to get through the wall or through the door.
Roger and Judy, they're in some sort of cellar, and finally they have some dialogue because I feel like there hadn't been any dialogue in a long time, other than like, "Hey, oh, I'm gonna get you," or like one-liners or something like that. And they see a door and they decide to open it, but it's an incinerator. Yeah, and they're like, "Oh fuck it, that ain't gonna work." Fuck, I think this is where they put the bodies.
And she picks up the skull and she's like, "Do you think this is real?" And he's like, "It's a fucking incinerator."
And Roger's like, "I hate you all."
Yeah, I tried to leave like fucking 4 hours ago, but I couldn't find the fucking gate or I would have been out of here.
He says, Stooge asked me if I wanted to go out tonight, and I'm like, fucking, why not? Stooge is fun, but fuck you people.
So now the demons found him. They fucking... And this is the weird thing. So they had the power to shut all the fucking doors upstairs, but they can't open this fucking door up.
Come on, nothing makes sense. Why are they up on the roof? Yeah, exactly. Why did Sal's tombstone come up but nobody else's? Like it just there were some things that you were just like, what? And
then she's like, they're pounding on the door, and Andrew's like, "Let us in," and Judy's like, "Go to hell," and fucking Angela's like, "Oh, not tonight," and then they start putting it together like, well, why can't that bitch go to hell? And it's like. It's Halloween. Yeah. It's Halloween. They can't. This is the one night that they're actually not supposed to be in hell.
Yeah, Judy's like, oh, Raj.
Come here.
I got it.
Hey, buddy.
I got it. And she starts mapping it out in her head. She's like, all right, tonight is Halloween. So, it's a special day of the year, and they're not supposed to be in hell. So I think so really at midnight is when technically.
Yeah, they say it's the sun, I guess, or when the sun comes up, or
but really
it's midnight.
But even the next day should really be All Saints Day.
Yeah,
you think about it, Halloween is All Hallows Eve. So wouldn't All Saints Day be the more fucked up day?
Well, I thought that the reason why Halloween exists is because the first is actually the Day of the Dead, and it's the night before when they're allowed to cross over. I thought that aren't they supposed to be done by the first?
So, but if it's only the night, do they only have between dusk till dawn?
See, I don't know, because then you have to introduce the time zone theory.
Exactly.
It's the whole Gremlins thing. When are they ever actually not eating after midnight?
Right. Well. Exactly.
This is going back to the other conversation that you're talking about having with Frank. We could go on about this forever.
Yes.
So yeah,
All
I
right.
mean,
Yeah,
I
she
guess
has a
according to
letter
this
from
movie,
earlier.
they need to have the sun come up for the rules to kick in this movie.
Yes. She has a lighter from earlier, and they kind of made a deal about it earlier, but I didn't mention it. You didn't mention it. They break down the door, and boom, she has a flamethrower and lights them on fire.
Yeah.
Who? Yeah. Who didn't see that coming?
You guys are gonna die.
Yeah. And Roger's just sitting there in shock, unhelpful. He's just like, I hate everything about this.
Yeah.
Just want this night to be over.
Dude, I was a nice kid. I was fucking valedictorian. Like,
yeah,
I had plans and shit. Yeah, I just wanted to come out and maybe like talk to a girl, and look where the fuck it got me. My mom was right.
Yeah.
Or I guess my dad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anybody.
Yeah. Those are the exact words from the movie. So then so they still come in.
Suddenly Eyeless J is there, I have.
What?
Oh, this is the fucking one-liner. I put suddenly Eyeless J is there. Angela says, "What's the matter, Judy? Don't you like your blind date?"
Oh. Get it?
Get it.
And then I think that like after the flamethrower happens, they still like are going after him.
Yeah, because now Dead Sal is there, and they're surrounding Judy and Roger says, "Fuck it," and jumps through the window.
No, he says, I put lols after this. You won't get me! And he fucking jumps out the window. All by himself. Doesn't even try to fucking help Judy.
No, he wasn't helping her with the flamethrower. He was pretty,
Yeah. For a guy that wants to get the fuck out of here, he's not helping himself.
He's not the manliest man.
But he lives. He jumps out the window and lives.
Yep, he does.
So then Judy takes the fuck off. So, I mean, he technically did that. He made it so Judy didn't have to jump through a window.
He did give her an exit.
Yeah. And so then they have to climb over the wall. They have to get over this wall because they know that these motherfuckers cannot get over that wall.
They got to get over that underground stream, which is getting over the wall.
Yeah, but it's all fucking covered in barbed wire.
It is, which is a nice touch.
Yeah, and he goes fucking just all adrenaline, climbs up that shit. He's just like, fuck it. Bloody hands and everything. He's going up. She kind of has a little bit of a hard time.
She does. And it's a little bit of a tug of war here because then all the demons are there. But if you notice, the bad actor, this is why I say it, if you go back and you watch the scene, he has the worst makeup because he looks basically normal.
Yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, the makeup artists were just like, I fucking can't stand this guy. And they just didn't want to deal with him. And they just...
Oh, like, they make sure to schedule him, like, last. And then when he shows up, they're like, oops. We kind of used all the makeup on somebody else.
Uh-oh. I don't know why you made him gay, so I just went with it, too.
No, I didn't make him gay. That was the makeup artist.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. That's
okay. Oh, yeah. So is it two makeup artists and one, like, I say one and then the friend goes, uh-oh. And then they both walk out and he's left with no makeup. They're like, well, I don't know. Go out and act like a zombie. I don't fucking know. Yeah. God. We gave you the hot girlfriend. Shut the fuck up. So as we wind down here in Grant Brad's Ghastly Gab, and we're gonna end this movie here soon. And with the tug of war, it's happening. And Roger falls down, and at first
he falls.
Yeah, he's just like he can't.
He's kind of free.
Yeah,
and I was like, fuck, Roger's gonna take off. Yeah. He's been waiting for this moment.
Yeah.
Literally almost since the movie began.
Because there is a pretty horrific scene here, because once Roger falls, they have a shot of him, like, from his point of view looking back at the brick wall, and all you hear are these screams. So, like, in your head, if that was me, I would just assume that, like, you got eaten, like, you're done.
Yeah, you're fucked.
So
why would I even bother?
Yeah, it's like, I'm safe. That fucking sucks that Brad didn't make it, but, like, he's gone.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do about it. So we cut back. She still hasn't been taken yet. They're still grabbing her legs and shit, like trying to pull her back down with the rest of the demons. And then boom, Roger saves the day.
Who saw it coming? I mean,
I didn't.
Been pretty quiet, right?
Yeah. He's like, ha ha, matey, you need a hand? And like, at first he like made the joke where he put a hook down. And she was like, Roger. No, he grabs her hand and he pulls her up.
He does.
And
then the sun comes up faster than us again both.
Yeah, fucking
it's supposed to be Usain Bolt, but I have us again.
Us again, Bolt. So then, yeah, fucking right away, like right when he pulls her over, his son's fucking done. I'd be pissed if I was Roger. I was like, bitch, I could have stayed down here on the ground. The sun would have came up anyways.
Right.
But, you know, so yeah, then all the demons fucking go up and smoke. Like,
Yes. And then
know.
there's the big demon's face that you saw at the beginning goes above the wall and just screams at him.
Yeah, and he's just like, you
And it just
fucking
disappears.
assholes. He's like, I had one night to do something cool, and you two fucked it up.
Come on, Raj. You fuck. You pirate fuck.
And then probably made a sound of dragon, or whatever dragon makes.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, it cuts to it's morning now. Judy and Roger are just walking home. They look like shit. They're dirty. They're tired. They're all cut up. They're just trying to make it back to their house, maybe take a nap and a shower. And who do they run into?
That old man.
The
Withers.
old fucking man. And he's like, you fucking kids, you've been up all night drinking, probably
With
doing
your
drugs, and probably
booze.
having sex.
And he says to himself, they'll all rot in hell.
You're gonna rot in hell. Which, once again, I don't know why. Like, I mean, even if they were just up drinking, they're fucking kids.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah. Have fun. Be safe. It's cool. But for some reason now, that probably should have just been the end of the movie. Or the old man should have been like, you damn kids, go to hell. And then they should have faded down.
Right.
They don't.
No.
They followed this old man into his house.
Which I love this scene. I just don't understand.
I don't understand it because it has nothing to do with the rest of the movie.
No.
So he goes in, and his wife, like, for some reason, is making him goddamn pie in the morning. Do you eat pie in the morning?
Actually, that's the only time I would eat something like that.
Really?
Like cake and pie. Yeah,
You wouldn't
I'm
have
not
like a little after dinner like dessert?
No, I would never do that.
That's weird. Why not?
I don't like it. I'm not a big sweets guy.
Not a big sweets guy, huh?
No, but in the morning, I don't mind it. Like, if I'm ever going to have a piece of cake or something, or a piece of pie, it would be in the morning.
Okay. Well, then fine. He sits down. He has his pie. It's like apple pie, I think. And she's like, I've been up baking it all night.
Yeah, he's like, what? Are you stupid?
Yeah, why the fuck?
He's not very nice to her.
Yeah, because even after she's like, this is his wife he's talking to. He's like, how is it? How's my pie? And he's like, I mean, could be fucking better. Like, do better.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Yeah.
I would love
Just
it.
okay.
Yeah, and then something happens.
He's like, hey, you made this morning? And he's like, yeah, I had to do something with all those leftover apples from Trick or Treat that you must have poisoned or stuffed razor blades in.
You grumpy old bitch. He gets his fucking throat cut with razor blades.
Yeah, his throat explodes.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, you don't know what's going on at first.
I don't even know what was in that. Yeah, I don't even know what was in the apple. If it was razor blades or if it was poison to make his throat, like an exploding throat poison. Yeah. I'm not sure.
If that's a thing?
Could be.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I just assumed it was razor blades.
Yeah, me too. I mean, given the time, I guess, of when it came out. Because that was like a thing.
Yeah, it was still the thing of there's, razor blades or needles or whatever in your candy or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, that's how that fucking movie ends.
She's okay with it. She says,
"Oh yeah,
Happy Halloween, dear," and smiles, and that's the end.
I think that the only way that this makes sense is that the director or writer, whoever, just maybe had a hard on for Halloween and just wanted to throw that in there.
Yeah, they had been thinking of that scene the whole time, but couldn't make it into the into the Hull House, and they were like, "Well, fuck it, let's just do it like this." That's the only thing I got. So,
but yeah, that's the end of the movie. Fucking credits hit.
Yeah, like I said, I really do like this movie. It's Halloween-orific at the beginning, not Trick or Treat Halloween-orific, but it is a lot of Halloween, and I like it. But then once they get to Hull House, they kind of mention it a time or two, but it kind of leaves the Halloween for me, and becomes a demonic, possession movie. But it's a really fun demonic possession movie.
Yeah. And it has the Brad approval of it's like 80-some minutes.
Yes, which
like
I
nothing.
Love that.
Yeah,
and I really didn't get bored ever. If it would have been for Sal, I might have.
Hey, what are you doing over there? What does he say?
Hey, Ange, what the fuck you doing over there? She's just dancing. I love it.
But yeah, I love it. I recommend it.
I definitely recommend it.
Yeah, I mean, if you haven't watched it, hopefully we didn't ruin it for you. It's a lot of fun. Turn the lights off.
It is definitely fun. Yeah, not scary at all. Just a fun, like super fun watch. Like you could almost show it to a 12-year-old or something, but there's boobs. There's lots of sex and boobs.
There's boobs and there's vaginas, or uno vagina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, super fun, super easy to watch.
Yep. Well, before we end, I will say happy 1-year anniversary, Bradley.
Yes, indeed. You too. I can't believe it's already been a year.
Yeah, that's the fucked up part, I guess.
Yeah. Really kind of dates it, and you're like, oh, man. But, I mean, that makes sense, because it was last Halloween. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll have to figure out what we want to do besides movies. We got to do at least one, like, Halloween episode. Maybe we can talk two topics or something.
Ooh.
I don't want to talk about it on here, but we'll talk about it, and we'll figure out what we want to do. Like maybe an episode where half of it's talking about this, and half of it's talking about that, almost split.
Oh,
or something. Okay. So that because you don't want to force and talk, make a whole episode about McNugget Buddies or something like that. If that's not going to work, because that's what we did last year. We did the McDonald's, Burger King, the Happy Meal premiums, if you will.
Yeah.
I will. Come with the Happy Meals. So this year we'll have to figure out what's what.
That works. And maybe we might change some stuff this year. You never know. It depends on if we get more 5-star reviews.
It's true. I think we might get another one off of the old, the impressions of Sal and who else?
Stooge.
Stooge. Yeah, I think possible.
Yeah, and if you're thinking about voting 4 stars, don't. I'd rather not. I'd rather not have it.
Yeah, we got to keep that 5-star thing going.
Yeah,
it's basically what we got.
All right, man. You got anything else?
Nope. I'm gonna go watch football.
All right. Well, go watch football. I'll go watch a movie, maybe.
Oh, I like it.
Grant and Brad's Ghastly Gab.
This is